Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, and welcome to the Radical World Cup Americas Series Round 3 live from Le Mans in France. I am James Parfitt, and I'm going to be guiding you all the way through the action this evening here at this amazing French circuit. So what more could you ask for than some absolute epic racing? We've got 11 cars currently out on track at this moment in time, and Joachim Giode, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me. And Phil across the pond, thank you again for joining me this evening at this very early time in the morning for us in the UK. Yes, it was supposed to start at 1:15, but that was purely because I put the wrong time on the broadcast and didn't notice till after. So we generally start round about this time for the Americas series. But thank you so much for joining me this evening, and welcome in. We have got about 7 minutes remaining of practice, so we've got enough time to have a look at the standings. So this is Pro and Ams, don't forget. So in the pros, Lucas Vieira is leading us off on 97 points, Foreign Arabian on 95, Eric Harman on 71, tied with Hovannes Gevorgian as well. Stephen Place in 5th on 62, Dave Gerard in 6th on 39, Mateus Moraes in 35, Michael Garamone on 33, and Andrew Parente there at the bottom of the order on 13. Now in the AMS, we have got Diego Zuccarelli on 60, Kevin Norton on 54. He is tied with Richard Quinn and Johan Mancada, currently on 54 points. Charles Krasick on 36, Chris Elson on 30, Warren Henry on 28, El Lateral on 21, and Mark Axelson is yet to score. Now in the teams, Team Who's the Boss is on 109 points. Team Radline on 62. Overtake 26 on 60. Scudiera Dinosaur Grosso on 46. And Iridium Motorsport on 30. And Platinum Racing Team on 21. That we do know is our very own Ivan Bramer, who will be currently, he did say he was going to be here, but he hasn't turned up currently yet. Now, we think Diego Zuccarelli is not here either, due to the fact that apparently he's got a neighborhood meeting. So there we go. Basically, he's got a neighborhood meeting to discuss the fact of why the neighborhood has been having too many break-ins. So I don't know if Diego Zuccarelli is going to make it. Well, I did try to persuade him earlier on, saying, dude, ditch that off. I'm not quite sure, you know, as long as it's not happening in my house, I won't worry too much. But, hey, at the end of the day, it's his choice, right? Don't forget, guys, as well, if you are here, hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications for all you know when we go live as well. Now, last week in Interlagos, Lucas Vieira come out on top. Foreign Arabian in 2nd, and Eric Harman was in 3rd place. So should be in for an absolute barnstorming evening of racing. As we say, we are at Circuit Le Mans, currently 13.626 kilometres, 8.467 miles, and a total of 38 turns. Now, I've only got it at 33, so somewhere along the line, I've lost 5 corners at this circuit. Not quite sure what they're classing as turns that I'm missing, but you know, hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Current lap record set by Mike Conway in a Toyota TS050 Hybrid 2019 LMP1 on a 3:17.297. And of course, it hosts the 24 hours of Le Mans there as well. So much love to everyone. If you are here, thank you so much again for joining me at, well, what may seem an early time to us UK people, but it's probably just a normal 8:30 EST for most. But, you know, we'll have to see how it all pans out. But thank you again for joining us here this evening. And I hope you're all well. I hope everybody is having a fun time. And, you know, I hope you're all happy and jolly and, you know, getting on with life and really enjoying yourself. So we had some absolute barnstorming races earlier on from the Pro and AMS. And now we've got it in the Americas series. So cannot wait for this one to see how this all pans out. As I say, currently we're with 11 cars on track. Hopefully should get some more joining before the end of practice, ready to go for quali, but we'll just have to see how that one happens. And if not, we'll get 11 on track. Stephen, please. Cheers, boys. No worries, mate. I'm not sure what you're saying thank you for yet. You know, we haven't actually done anything. Any ideas? Let us know. You know what I mean? So current track times are 3:44 for Mateus Marias, and then we've got Lucas Vieira on a 3:45.88, Dave Gerard on 3:46.55, Eric Harmon, Stephen Blaise, Juan Moncado, Richard Quinn, Warren Henry. Warren Henry's a little bit off the pace at 3:52.25 currently at the moment, so hopefully he'll be able to up his pace a little bit and really come out in the middle of the race. Now, we did see from John McHutchison that wherever you qualify, it doesn't really matter at this circuit, because he qualified 9th in the pros and finished in 2nd place. So, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to matter too much here. This track is full of draft, and as long as you can stay in the draft line of the guy in front, you will be well and truly sorted. I don't think you really have to worry too much as long as you can stay with them in that draft. And this is the thing with this circuit, you know, it does open itself up to a bit of a draft fest. Colin Wynn called it a bit of a spin fest, didn't really like the fact that he doesn't like this circuit at all, to be honest, does Colin. So there we go. And now, where is he? Dave Gerard. Dave Gerard from Who's the Boss. Now, I want to try and have a look closer at his livery, because he's informed me it's of an 80s TV show, Team Who's the Boss. Now, I don't know if the actual TV show was called Who's the Boss, or if it was, so let me just have a Google. Was it actually called Who's the Boss? Because it was actually a 1984 sitcom that ran for 8 series, and that is why he's got that livery on there. Stars Tony Danza and Judith Light. Danza plays Tony Michelli, a former Major League Baseball player who wants to raise his daughter outside of New York City and relocates to Fairfield, Connecticut, apparently. So there we go. That's what the livery is dedicated to, with with Dave Gerard there. Now, not one that I would have thought of previously, but there we go. What more could we ask for? Everybody's coming in with these weird and wonderful liveries, and I suppose Dave Gerard and Eric Harmon are no exception, because Eric will be running it as well once it all loads in, ready to go. But there we go. That is the story of Team Who's the Boss and their wonderful livery that is dedicated to a 1982 TV or 84 TV sitcom. Hey, what more can we ask for? Charming. If that's what they want to put on, that's what they want to put on, right? It's not one that I would go around doing, to be honest, but there we go. So we've got about 40 seconds remaining of practice, and we've got Lucas Vieira there on track as well. I'm wondering where Ivan Bramer is. Wonder where Ivan Bramer is. Ivan did message and say that he was going to be racing this morning. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe he's just gone to bed and chilling out and sleeping. You know, he did have a bit of a tough race earlier on, to be fair. He was quite unlucky, and yeah, it was a bit chaotic. You know, there was Marnik Heister who had that 5-car pile up going down a straight, just lost tyres slippering all over the place. So, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, we know how hard this track is. I would say be aware, though, if you are anybody's listening from the Americas series, that after about 5 laps, your tyres are gone. So take it nice and easy, unless you can do some proper tyre management, and only then will you try and actually make it through the race, because, as I say, it is quite a slippery track, and yeah, tough one for all involved. And so there we go, we jump on board with Lucas Vieira, who is going to be out in the Pro Series tonight. We do have currently 2, 4, 5, 6 Pros and 2, 4, 6 AMs. So yeah, stay tuned for this one because it's going to get a bit spicy, I can guarantee it. Now, my fear is obviously hoping that everybody makes it through. We've obviously got a little bit lower numbers than what we would like, but hopefully everybody will make it through without any problems, because the last thing you want is to have low numbers and then all of a sudden people crash out, and then you end up with even lower numbers than you had last time, and then you're completely knackered. Ivan Bramer's not making it, apparently. Not making it tonight, guys. Surprised I woke up around this time. Good luck, all. That's what he said. So, yeah. Unfortunately, no Ivan Bramer. So that's one off the list, unfortunately, as well. But there we go. Hey, we're still in for it. So it's still going to be a good race. And hopefully all of these people will put on an amazing race for us all, and we can all sit back, chill out and enjoy it at this time in the morning. So we are on board with Lucas Vieira. He's going down into turn 11. Gets a little bit of a slide on coming out of that corner. We saw that in one of the races earlier on, sliding out of that corner, and unfortunately ended up in the wall. So they're going to have to be a little bit careful. As I say, by about lap 5, your tyres are generally going off on this circuit, and they were talking about tyre management and making sure they might manage tyres properly. So yeah, hopefully they'll be able to get through. But yeah, it's a big ask. You've got to be well on the ball with your tyre management, and I think John McCutcheon has showed that earlier on, that if he can do it, you know, make sure you do it properly, because the last thing you want to do is be completely losing your tyres. So, and then you're, what do they call it? Knackered. So there we go. Hopefully Lucas Vieira will maintain his tyres as he goes down into turn 14 and 15. I think, to be honest, if Lucas Vieira and Stephen Place and maybe Marias get close to each other up front in the pros, it could be a really good battle. And I'm expecting Norton, Krasik and Henry as well in the AMs to have a good old go with each other as well. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it a little bit. I'm not a lover of Le Mans, I think, from probably not a racing point of view, more of a broadcast point of view, that obviously it can have a little bit of a stalemate. But I think this one overall, you know, hopefully, touch wood, as he taps his desk, we should have a good one. So, yeah, hope you're all having a wonderful time, whatever you're up to. Whether or not you've just been out, you come home, you're just getting in, or you're just sat up watching us anyway, and much love to you there as well. So while you're here, hit the like button as well. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bells for notifications. So 6:22 on the clock. We'll start seeing times coming through very, very shortly. Lucas Vieira here is currently through the Porsche curves. He's going to come through to the right-hander. And then we're going to go left, and that's going to be the start of our Corvette curves there from turn 27. Around we go. What is he going to do as he comes into the 4 chicanes? Oh, he's got to go left and he's got to go right, yeah. What is Lucas Vieira going to do as he comes across the board? Oh, whoa, 347, 782. Here is Stephen Place. 349.52 for Stephen Place there. Johan Moncada comes across in third for the current AMs. Eric Harmon, not quite sure where I got Dave from. Eric Harmon. Oh, Moncada has not set a time. He didn't set a time that last time around. Eric Harmon's going to come across the line and go 4th overall. So Richard Quinn there as well messaged me last week saying thank you for noticing my livery, and I told him, I was like, no worries. Basically it's the old Benetton F1 livery, that he's got on currently on that Radical as well. Love the yellow rims just to top it all off. But he has got the old official Benetton livery there as well on his current car as he's coming down into the 4 chicanes. Oh, tighten it up, young man, tighten it up. It's got to be hard on the gas now. It's got to be hard on the gas. Foreign Arabian is out as well. Richard Quinn goes across the line on a 3:50.11. Foreign Arabian has just joined us, so this should be a really spicy one. Where's that livery from? Where is the initial silk cut livery from? Now, if you do know, hit me up in the chat, and if you are watching it back and you can tell me where it was from originally, then let me know, because yeah, the original silk cut livery as well. And I'm not going to tell you where it first appeared, so yeah, you have to have a guess and see if you can have a think. So yeah, where was the original silk cut livery from? Questions, questions, questions. Ooh, I don't know if anybody's going to get that, you know. Le Mans sports car. It was, Phil, but what was the year? It was the Le Mans sports cars, but do you know the year and what car it was on? There we go. Do you know the year and what car it was on? 2:33 on the clock. Foreign Arabian is gone into 5th on a 3:49. Stephen Place is improving again. Try and pick up on Stephen's run here as he goes around the Porsche curbs. No, okay, mate. Then we're going to go right. Oh. Into the Corvette curves we go now in this SR10. Tighten up that, straighten up that corner as much as we can. Into the 4 chicane. Oh, he's a bit loose. He's a bit loose. Oh, Stephen. What is Stephen Place going to do? He's managed to go green across the board. Second place on a 3:46.93. Lucas Vieira going across the line on a 3:45.78. Juan Mercado just got across the line in a 3:47. So he's well up the order as well. Dave Gerard is getting quicker and quicker and quicker. He's just gone second as well. Kevin Norton is 6th overall, second in class. Eric Harmon now is coming across the board. See how Eric comes on. Eric goes up into 6th place there. Lucas Vieira will be the next man across the line. Nope, he's parked up. Stephen Place, you parked up? Yep, they're all sat there chilling out now as well. It's a very famous car, and literally, yeah, you probably should get it, I would have thought. Let's just put it this way. It's an animal. All right? It's an animal. Richard Quinn going into 8th place. Warren Henry's parked up. Stephen Place, Lucas Vieira, Juan Mercado is still running. It's a very ferocious animal. Right, guys, the grid will be coming up for you right about now. Lucas Vieira is in first, Dave Gerard in second, Stephen Place in third, Mateus Moraes in fourth, Johan Moncada in fifth, Eric Harmon in sixth, Kevin Norton seventh, Richard Quinn eighth, Florence Arabian ninth, Charles Krasik 10th, Chris Elson in 11th, Warren Henry is in 12th. Johan Moncada takes the lead in the AMs. He is first in the AMs currently, so we'll see how one gets on. And see how he goes, but he's currently leading in the AMs. 1990s Jaguar, it was. Now, what version is the question? And it started in 1986, actually. 1986 Jaguar. Think back, what was the Jag of the time in 1986? I know you're going to come back with a sale. I don't know. It was an XJ something. Right, just going to wait for Eric Harmon to get on the grid and Warren Henry. Right, here we go, guys. The lights are going on. 3, 4, 5. And we are green here from Le Mans. Oh, Eric Harmon got an absolute barnstorming start. He's up 3 places already and has made up some places like an absolute banshee. He got 3. Juan Moncada just looked like he got held on the start, didn't actually go anywhere. And it was actually Moraes at the back who just didn't move at all. Literally just looked like he was just bogged down from a whole lump of everything and didn't move whatsoever. But Eric Harmon, who's the boss here, got an absolute barnstorming start and is currently up 3 places on the right hand side. You can see it there, guys, as well. 3 places. Arabian up 2, Krasik up 1, Moraes down 6 places. So Mateus Moraes is going to have his work cut out here as he's going to be shooting down. He's got to try and get back up through the order. He's so far at the back. But Dave Gerard is out in front currently at the moment with Lucas Vieira towing right behind him. And then behind that is Eric Harmon. So it's like a team who's the boss sandwich with Lucas Vieira in the middle with that Golf livery on as well. Going in to turn 11 for the first time, Dave Gerard here. You're not going to break it, mate. You're not going to break it. You're almost going to be a sitting duck, really. Stephen Place has dropped 7 places down the order as well. He's not gone off track, though, mind you. But Dave Gerard has, and I got a funny feeling we're just going to have to sit there and watch Lucas Vieira not move. Looks like Lucas Vieira is just biding his time then as well, didn't he? Looked like he lifted off and didn't allow him, and just didn't go through. You know, they're reaching 12 and 13 here currently, and Lucas Vieira, I'm pretty sure, could have had that going into that corner without a shadow of a doubt, but he did not choose to have it. He's doing it again. Is he going to look at trying to send it up the top in? Hold it, Dave, hold it. Oh, you let it go, it's going to be done. If we let him go, it's going to be done. Oh, where do I want? There you go, look at that gap. Whoa, nothing between the two. As we're coming down into Indianapolis. Dave putting up a brave effort there. Eric Harmon from Who's the Boss as well, really supporting Dave if he can, because Dave really wants to try and get away from Lucas Vieira, and unfortunately for Dave Gerard, Lucas is right behind him, and Eric Harmon has got to try and help out his teammate. He's got, Moraes has gone. Moraes has gone, and he's gone at the back of the order. He's gone around Indianapolis, going down into the Arnage. The right-hander, and he just goes straight on. Nothing doing or happening now, unfortunately, for Mateus Moraes. He's gone all the way down into 11th place. The only man behind him is Warren Henry, and Warren Henry there is not actually taken out. He's gone to the pits straight away, so I don't know whether or not he didn't actually move, but he didn't get involved in any incident, so I'm not quite sure what happened to Warren Henry there. But all the while, Dave Gerard, coming to the end of the first lap, is out in front at this moment in time. So Warren Henry is back on track, not quite entirely sure what happened, but Warren Henry is out in front of these guys. He's going up through the Dunlop chicanes, up 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and these guys are just coming around the start. So there we go. Lucas Vieira is out in front now. He's got the job done, and this is how he passed Dave Gerard. Oh, Dave got a slowdown. Dave must have got a slowdown there, because unfortunately for Dave, he's now down in 4th place, and Lucas Vieira has opened up a 1.1 second gap already. Dave Gerard is chasing all over Juan Mercado here, as well as they're going in through Esses and out up into Tetra Rouge, the right-hander, before they go on to the long straightaway again. And we're 5 minutes gone already, and here we go. Down the Mulsanne we go. Florence Arabian up 4 as well. So this should be a nice little tight little battle as these guys go racing down the first part of the Mulsanne straight, dropping them down into 11 and 12. Can they hold on? That's going to be the question, I think. Stephen Place here just looks well out of sorts. I'm not quite sure what's up with him at the moment. Don't think he got caught up in anything, but then he may have done so. Oh, no, 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 no. Juan Mercado there just going straight on in turn 11. Not stopping the car whatsoever. Dave Gerard is getting closed down by Kevin Norton. Norton is leading the AMs. Vieira is leading the pros. And there is Norton on the right-hand side of your screen. Is he going to make this run down into 12 and 13? He is. Norton has come across in front of them as well. Oh, hold it, hold it, hold it. No, the thing is there with Norton, he brakes in mid-corner as well. Down into 15 they go. There is a Dave Gerard there. In front is our Kevin Norton. Ooh, look, it's looming SR10, I'll tell you that much. Absolute looming SR10. Going on this run all the way down into Indianapolis. Stay there, Dave. Stay there. Dave's gone. Dave has gone. He's on our right-hand side. There he is. Takes out the nose of Kevin Norton and says, thank you very much. I'll have that. And I'm now going to be chasing down Florence Arabian in front of me. So that is Dave Gerard up into 4th place. Eric Harmon in 2nd. Florence Arabian 3rd. And Dave Gerard in 4th. Stephen Place has gained positions, partly obviously, you know, he had the issues and dropped down the order. He's down 3 from where he qualified. So he qualified in 3rd, he's now in 6th. So I'm not entirely sure what happened now. It might be worth trying to take a look back at the start with Murado Moraes, who literally, I don't actually think he went anywhere at all. No, didn't go anywhere. Now let's have a look and see what happened, see if we can pinpoint what happened to Stephen Place here. He just looked like he got bullied out a little bit. There goes the top 4. Stephen Place is the yellow car in the middle. Is he going to get bullied out of it? Because he just seemed to drop down the order. I'm wondering if he dropped down the order there as well, because Kevin Norton has got a big old dose of tow there as they're heading on to the Mulsanne soon. Or was it, as what we expected, one of the normal slowdowns? XJ6 at a guess. Okay. Well, I can actually tell you now, mate, right? You are correct. It was on the XJ6, XJR6, the XJR8, the XJR9, and the XJR12. So that is where the silk cut livery come from, and was active between 1986 and 1991. and it was worn by the 1991 World Super Sports Car Championship winner in an XJR 14 and the XJR 12 that finished two second, third and fourth at Le Mans that year as well. So, but it has to be the 1998 design that gets the nod here. Iconic moment, the end of Porsche's Le Mans domination and Jaguar's first win in the 24 hours for 31 years. So fair play to you, buddy. Well done, Phil. So there we go. Right, we've got a lot of spread out traffic currently. This is your closest battle between Stephen Place and Kevin Norton. So Norton on the right, Place on the left now. They're going down into turn 12 and 13. Norton just kind of gives him the place back again, and Place gets the place back. Ooh, hold it there, bud. Hold it. Ball's in front. Stephen Place car number 334. Norton keeping ahead of Ellison nicely. Did lose 3 attempts in that last one, mind you, but they were having a fight, having a battle over Stephen Place, though. Unfortunately, Norton is losing hand over foot on the sector times. The only thing, obviously, you know, is the fact that he's managing to stay in contact with the draft, I think, because I think without that draft, I really do think Norton would struggle to stay with him. But let's have a look at Stephen Place. Foreign Arabian is slower than Place as well. Place did the fastest Sector 1 and Sector 2 he has ever done. Arabian again losing a little bit of time, but still got the gap out at 1.7. Richard Quinn here chasing down Chris Elson from Iridium Sim Sport. And there Chris lets him through. That's Kevin Norton in. Richard Quinn up into second overall. You can see Kevin Norton in front of him here. So if nothing else, we could end up with a nice tidy arms battle between these guys. But Stephen Place and Kevin Norton are still literally about 3 attempts back currently at the moment. And I think, in a way, I thought Stephen might have been able to get away and challenge Lucas Vieira a little bit, but Vieira's kind of got this gap done and dusted, I would have thought, because he's got about 3.5 seconds currently. I think Dave Gerard and Eric Harmon, maybe, like, Dave might be kicking himself a little bit for getting the slow down, because I think Dave could have been in with a right good proper shot today. Stephen Place still in 5th place. Moraes and Elson. Moraes and Quinn, sorry. Obviously we saw Moraes off the start, just got a big dose of nothing. Didn't actually go anywhere at all, and he was down, well, he's down 4 now. He was in 4th overall, but he dropped right the way near the back. So he's trying to make his way back through the order as well. 18 minutes left on the clock, guys, of this 30-minute race here from Le Mans in France, broadcast live on the JPB broadcast channel. And we're using iRacing, the world's premier simulator as well. So in for another long run again down the Mulsanne. That's where they are currently. Ooh, keep it clean, Chris Elson, keep it clean. That was kind of a nice tidy lift there by Richard Quinn. I think that was the thing that he probably didn't have to do. I was hoping they were going to take it to each other, but clearly it looks like Richard may have actually got a slow down. That's why he's kind of lost where he has at the moment as well, because Chris Elson's just gone through at the same time. So I'm wondering if he did, and then that would be a bit of a shame. Hopefully somebody can pull within draft range again here, because the cars are very spread out. Yeah, we've got current gaps, that's the thing at the moment. We've got Arabian, it's just pulled it within a second of Dave Gerard, but I think Gerard there is looking very on the slow side currently. So I think Dave's got to be very careful. Nobody's taken adventures off track yet. Obviously, we saw Moraes go off earlier on. At that corner, actually, they've just gone past in Arnage. But Dave is under attack. He could do with some help from his teammate if he can. Not quite sure if you could put a message out to your teammate to say, oi, dude, slow down. But I think Dave Gerard could do with that about now. Do you know, the thing is, hello Jack, you all right, mate? Yeah, busy night for you. Yeah, mate, it's been a bit manic this evening. This is, what's this, broadcast number 3 for me. It's 4 overall for the channel. We've had four going out tonight. We did an F122 as well with Biggles and Michael David. So it's a busy Friday. I can tell you that much. It's definitely a busy Friday. Not quite sure what Gerard's going to do here because he's lost touch with his teammate, which basically means he's got no draft at all, which basically means he's not going to be able to progress forward. Whereas Arabian's picking him up, almost casting out a fishing line and pulling him into him, and Gerard's pulling Arabian through. Chris Elson and Juan Moncada, they were within touching difference a minute ago. Chris Krasik and Juan Moncada. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Charles Krasik and Chris Elson, your cars are done, boys, I'm afraid. Something have a look back. I got a funny feeling. Elson's just come back on, right? It looked like Elson was slow. He's now back up into speed, and the right front of Dave Gerard touches, of Charles Krasik, touches Southern Nut. I want to try and get on his right front. Here we go. Look at this. Oh! Hold on a minute. Was that actually any contact there? If there was, there wasn't much. But unfortunately, that's put both of them in the pits now as well. Dave Gerard is under attack from Stephen Blaze. Looks like Krasik got aero washing. And yeah, it was a bit of a weird one as well, because I couldn't really tell if there was actually any contact at one point there, Jack. I tried to put my sort of head down and was having a bit of a look to see. But if there was contact, it was minimal. But we know with the wonderful iRacing damage model there that you do end up taking a fly off. So, yeah. I think that's a bit of a tough one to call, I'm not going to lie. And, yeah, I don't know how that's going to pan out, I've got to be honest. Because there definitely did look like there was contact, but it looked like Foreign's Arabian. Foreign's Arabian on a straight. What happened there? Oh, I can tell you what happened there. That was on the nose of Mr. Dave Gerard. Here we go, he swashes across, bum, touches him, and Arabian's upside down and in the pits. Oh, it looked like Gerard swooped behind the back of him and just touched him, and well, it was rather a spectacular crash, to be honest, but probably not one that Foreign's Arabian wants to think much about. Here we go again, yeah. Does he get it over? Oh, it's back on 4 wheels, but I tell you what, that car is not going to be drivable at all. That, obviously, we know where that started from, right? Dave Gerard swept behind him, got a big dose of tow, pulled to the left, and as he pulled to the left, he's hit his right hand side, his grip's kicked in and shot him round to the right, okay? That's what's happened. The question is for Dave Gerard, can he now kind of keep it clean for the next 3 laps? Because we are only going to have 8 laps at this circuit. And yeah, I'm not too sure how that one's going to pan out, to be honest, but I think from Florence's point of view, he's going to be a little bit aggrieved. Should Dave have left him a little bit more room? It's racing, isn't it? I don't think Dave would have expected to pick up that big dose of toe like he did do. And now, unfortunately, is stuck behind Steve. Well, not stuck, because Stephen's no slouch, but behind Stephen Place here. When he was out in the lead at one point, this is your closest battle, guys, on your screen currently. This is the closest battle on circuit. I don't know, mate. I think that was a tough one because Dave was trying to come out from the outside, and as I say, he just picked up a big dose of toe and literally caught the back of there as you see Moraes going through. You're going to get a slowdown, unfortunately, young sir. So for Dave's point of view, unlucky. Could he have avoided it? Possibly. Possibly. I think that's more Dave Gerard is going to have to hold up and say, yeah, I'm sorry, but I caught this, and this is what happened. And now he's lost a bit of time to Stephen Place out at 7 tenths. The toe is pulling him in slowly, very slowly, but he's now down to 6 tenths here. I don't think he's going to have enough to get him by the time he gets into turn 11. But if he can stay clean in 11, he should get him after 11, I would have thought. If he can only stay clean, of course. Oh, Stephen, hold it on track there, son. Hold it on track. Right, Stephen Place is under attack now. The gap's down to 2 tenths. Is he going to be able to hold Gerard off coming into turns 12 and 13? Gerard pulls to the inside. Is he going to leave room? They're pinching each other, which probably isn't going to ideally help. And Gerard gets the place, manages to get the car turned, and takes the place back. I think Stephen's going to be coming back, though, very, very shortly as well on that run down into 15. The right-hander. Six tenths currently. Half a second. Here he goes. That poor cone's been all the way around the circuit tonight on that corner. I'm not going to lie. This is whereabouts the time, right, guys, where the tyres start going off. We found that in the pros. After about 5 to 6 laps, it was a little bit dead. Charles Krasic's been involved in an incident himself. Oh, you're going to go round, aren't you? Yep. Unlucky, Charles. Unlucky there, sir. Charles Krasic just going round in the 4 chicanes, the last one, the one of the 2. I'd be interested now, I think, from this man's point of view, what the situation is going to be. You can see on the track map they're coming into the Porsche curves and through into the Corvette curves. There's no question of a shadow of a doubt that Dave Gerard's got pace, right? We can visually see that. But unfortunately, he obviously managed. I think we think he probably definitely did cop a slowdown, without a shadow of a doubt, and then involved with that incident with Arabian. So I think deep down, I think Dave would be a little bit upset by this as well, because he could have been a lot further up and probably not struggling to get up to the leaders, which have currently got a good old 9-second gap. So, oh, Stephen, get it gripping, dear sir, get it gripping. It's so tough once this car starts. It is slip slide city. Once the car starts, there's no stopping this, and unfortunately Monik Heister found out for himself earlier on where the car kicked out on him and he was going, where was he, after Arnage? Yeah, after Arnage, I think it was, and lost it in a big one as well. There was about 5-6 cars just piling in. It was unbelievable action all the way there as well. But don't forget, guys, please hit that like button. That would be absolutely incredible. That was very bizarre by Stephen Place. Wasn't it? A little bit weird, because he just kind of lifted off. Oh, Marius. Yeah, that looked a bit of a strange one for Steve. Maybe I'll have to try and get hold of him and see what that was. But that, he looked like he just lifted off when he was in the battle with Gerard there. Let's have a look and see what Charles Krasik has been up to again. It's coming down into turn 11. Wow, unfortunately for Charles Krasik, it's not been a great evening. Into Chris Elson at the beginning of the race, and then he's just had a couple of self spins. As you see, Arabian and Elson are currently out of the race, guys, as well. And my prediction is going to be this will be the final lap of the race. I think Lucas Vieira, despite how fast he's going to be going, he's not going to get across the time before the 3:46 is on the clock. So this will be the final lap of the race, guys, as well. And again, thank you as always for joining me here for the Radical Sim Racing World Cup live from Le Mans. And we've currently got Lucas Vieira out in front, Eric Harmon second, Dave Gerard third, Moraes in fourth, place fifth, and then Norton leading the AMs overall, Moncada behind him, Richard Quinn behind that, Charles Krasik behind him, and Warren Henry, who is further down the order. There is Warren there. And Charles has unfortunately been off the track again. Richard Quinn there, he's about 30 seconds behind Moncada, who's a further 15 seconds behind Norton, who's got place 5 seconds up the road. Moraes is a further 2.85, and then we've got Dave Gerard, Eric Harmon, and of course our leader currently is Lucas Vieira. So we have gone on to the white flag lap. Barney, the flag bearer, just being too lazy to actually even wave the flag this evening. It's not the first time Barney's let me down. So Barney, you're off for the tit for tat, mate. I'll tell you that much. You're going to get it. P45 is in the post, buddy, because you, Barney, are officially, by Alan Sugar's standards, fired. Because he hasn't waved the flag all night at this circuit. Not once. Now, we're on the white flag. I know we're on the white flag lap because they haven't got enough time to go around again. But if you have a look at Barney is stood up on the top right-hand corner. Top right is not actually moving at the moment. See if we can get on here. If you have a look at Barney on the gantry, nothing. Taking the night off. Barney's on holiday, clearly. But here we go, guys, as well for the last lap of the race. Lucas Vieira is out in front. It's going down the Mulsanne as well. Oh, no. Well held, young sir. Well held there as well. So well held from him. And this is it. All Lucas Vieira's got to do is keep that car on track, and he will be done and dusted. He's got a few corners left turns 12 we're currently in at the moment. So we've got 13 to 33. So 20 corners to go. Right. Turn 15 for Vieira for the final time this evening. And then on that run down through 16, 17, and 18, and then into Indianapolis in that 19. Here he comes now. Here he comes. It doesn't look like anybody's really going to catch anyone towards the end either. So unfortunately, the I would say goal line, but we're not on a goal line. The start line action that we were hoping for on that run could end up a little bit stagnant, unfortunately. But Lucas Vieira here has gone round on it. He's got the run down into the Porsche curves. And then that will be him finished, I would have thought. Don't think Gerard is going to get Moraes, unfortunately. Moraes battled his way all the way back through the field and is now in third place. So fair play to Moraes. Great job from him. Okay, into Corvette curves for the final time. Here for Lucas Vieira. Into the fourth chicane, we're going to go left. Then we're going to go right. Then we're going to go left again. And just to top it off, we're going to go right again. And Lucas Vieira has come across the line to take the victory here this evening for the Radical Sim Racing World Cup, live from Le Mans for the Americas division. And Lucas Vieira comes out on top there as well, so a stellar job from him. Eric Harmon in second, Mateus Moraes in third, Dave Gerard in fourth, Stephen Blaze, very weird fifth. Kevin Norton is your leader of your pros, of your AM, sorry. So in your pros you had Vieira, and then we had Harmon, and then we had Moraes. And then in your AMs, you got Kevin Norton in first place. Closely followed by Moncada. And then we finish off with Richard Quinn. So there we go, guys. That is it now. We're just waiting for the last remaining cars to come across the line. Charles Kozik. So I'll tell you what we can do. Let's bring Lucas in while Charles just finishes off there. He's still going around the circuit. We're nearly going to be done very, very shortly. Lucas, thank you so much for joining me, young sir.
Hey, James. How's it going?
I'm not bad, mate. Not bad. You?
Yeah, I'm good. Better today.
Yeah, man.
You
come across the line first place. Took the victory by about 7.5 seconds.
Yeah, that was a different drive from Interlagos. Definitely different because I was super conservative and I was trying to not get any slowdown, which is quite easy on this track. And I was trying to not overheat the tires, and it works well. Unfortunately, Dave has a slowdown in the beginning. I was hoping for a good fight during the race, but yeah, it is what it is.
Well, exactly, mate. It is what it is. Let's not take anything away from your drive, right? Because at the end of the day, you've still got to keep it on track to get the victory. So the fact that you kept it on track is absolutely amazing. Anyway, you know, go on to Watkins Glen next week, kind of a different entity to normal, to this circuit anyway, a lot more tighter, a lot more, you know, 12 corners crunched up quite close together. You know, how do you get on with Watkins Glen?
I think I like this track, Watkins. I think it's a really good track, but I think the bus stop with this car will be a bit too carnage. Maybe too much because we have to add more fuel to this fixed setup, and on the first laps will be bottom out to the car a little bit. So if we would not be careful, might be some crashes in the beginning, but it will be fun. I like this track.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Lucas, thank you so much for joining me in the booth this evening. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, for you guys, excellent job you are doing, and yeah, keep it good. Keep me with doing your good work.
Thank you very much. Thank you as
See ya.
well. Take
Good
care.
night.
Well, there we go, guys. As well, we've just seen Charles Krasik comes across the line, so we can bring you up the official results as we talk to our Victor Lucas Vieira there is in first place, Eric Harmon in second, Mateus Moraes in third, Dave Girard in fourth, Stephen Place in fifth, Kevin Norton takes the AMS overall in sixth place, Juan Moncada in seventh, Richard Quinn eighth, Charles Krasik ninth, Warren Henry 10th, and then Fabian Florence Arabian in 11th, and Charles Ellison did not finish in 12th. Good work as always, James. Thank you, Joachim. You're amazing. Some retire, he got the best of some. Yeah, I think people are just struggling overall. Do you know what I mean? With tyre wear on this circuit, and I don't know if it's the fact that the fast-flowing corners are lending themselves to the problems that you've got with it, because you've got the fast-flowing corners, but it's also that scrubbing off that tyre grip. It's a very, very weird situation, and I think Watkins also could. I don't think Watkins, to be honest, I don't think Watkins in the sprint could cause us problems. I think Watkins in the endurance might, and I think that's where it's going to be interesting to see how this one all pans out, because I think from that point of view, that could be where the problems lie. But I think for now, the fast-flowing corners of Le Mans have, well, giving us some spicy racing this week there, guys, as well. I don't think anybody else is going to jump into the booth this evening. So that's a bit of a shame, but there we go. What more can we ask for? We got to speak to Lucas Vieira at the end of the day, and that was all that counts. So as always, guys, I have been James Parfitt, and you've been watching me live on the JPB YouTube channel. And all that's left for me to say now is you all take care. Have a great week, and you never know, I might see you on the track sometime. Good night.